Do you think teen prostitution is a big deal in the USA?
In the United States?
Yeah.
Definitely. Teenage prostitution is a very large deal worldwide. But I think teenage prostitution also deals a lot with sex trafficking, depending on, you know, if it's what certain parts of the United States are referring to.
Okay, I know it's really hard, but some say that like Oregon doesn't even have prostitutes, but I found articles that like Portland is one of the biggest places for teen trafficking. Like, what are your thoughts on Portland, like being one of the biggest places?
Actually, it doesn't surprise me all that much. Since it's a coastal city and the United States is pretty dependent on importing and exporting. It's saddening and sickening, but unfortunately not surprising that Portland's a very big sex trafficking city. And there's a lot of prostitution. And, you know, I'm sure there's prostitution in Southern Oregon. It just might be less obvious.
Okay. I think that's fine. What do you think about the countries that have where prostitution is legal?
I think countries that have legal prostitution is pretty horrible, actually. Little girls that sell themselves for money because they can't afford, you know, to get real jobs or whatever, or just too young to get real jobs because of their family's state or credit or whatever. It's just horrible.
So, what do you think about teen prostitution?
Well, I did notice that, go ahead and scan this group here. A lot of these guys are missing dates for homecoming. And, you know, that would be a last case scenario desperate plea, and I would hope that they would never engage in that, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't. And basically, if you're into teen... Basically, if you're a teen prostitute, it usually has to do with sexual abuse of some kind that's occurred to you, or it has to do with you have parents who actually push you into it. And so I kind of wish those people that push their own kids into it would maybe, you know, be shot. And if you are a teen prostitute, you got to do everything you can to get out, because if you're already that low, that's pretty much as low as it goes in society, then what do you got left in life? So can't be much good that comes out of that.
It's not a good thing. I know it's really bad, and it's arising more and more because teens think it's a way out from under, but really it's just pushing themselves more under.
A way out from under what?
Whatever's stressing them.
So, what do you think about Portland being one of the top 10 teen prostitution areas in America?
Well, I didn't know that that was the case. Obviously, that's very disappointing, and you know, I go to Portland all the time. It's not, it's certainly not something that's out in the open and in the forefront that you see when you're there. So it's a little bit surprising that a place in the Northwest, and we're kind of known for being a values-oriented area, that's happening there. So this is news to me. Again, very disappointing, but hopefully, now I guess that we know it, that the good news is we can do something to try to fix it.
What do you think of the countries where prostitution is legal?
I think it's wrong. You shouldn't be selling your body for money, and I don't think it should be legal, especially for teenagers. If you're over 18, you want to ruin yourself, whatever, you'll learn in life that that's not the right thing to do. But
Alright, so what are your thoughts on teen prostitution?
Teen prostitution, I'm against it. I don't think it's a good way for anybody to be spending their time, whether they're teens or adults. What brings up teen prostitution?
Oh, well, it's been
is that a big problem in our area?
Yes.
Portland.
It's kind of
Portland, okay.
Not as well known, though.
You're right. It's not something that receives a lot of attention. So no, I feel bad for the kids that are trapped in that life cycle, that style. But at the same time, you know, they're just trying to make a buck. But it's not good. Teen prostitution is not good.